Hi, my name is John Blair, and in this tutorial I'll show you how you can create a survey for your website. The agenda for this tutorial then is we'll take a look at a demo survey page covering the types of questions that could be contained in such a survey. We'll then look at the reporting that goes with that survey. We'll take a look at the Umbraco Architecture in terms of the back office plugin section used to maintain the survey, questions and answers, and we'll take a look at the page section configuration where we select the survey for that page. Finally, we'll take a look at some code snippets of interest. Okay, let's take a look at a sample survey. Here we have a survey that is just configured for the sample question types. Name, description, the first question. Each question has a feedback control for continuous improvement on the survey content. Just going through in the different types of questions that we can include in a survey then. The first one is predefined options, where when we create the question we have a canned set of answers to make it easier for use in subsequent surveys. So predefined options, and this is just another example, as is yes no. Some questions have yes no, don't know. Then we've got days of the week, another canned list. Then we can move on into manually defined options where there's no canned list that is suitable. The same applies to checkboxes, so we could have predefined lists of checkboxes, and then we can have manually defined lists. We've then got value based questions, so we might want currency amount. We have validation, also applies to mobile. We have positive integer validation. Then we've got text, single line, multi-line, and we've got optional or mandatory. So this is our mandatory one. You can tell that we can't proceed to the next question until we answer with some text. This optional, you'll see that we can proceed straight to the next question, and the same goes for multi-line. That's an optional one, so we'll skip that, we finish. At the end of our survey, you'll get the list of questions and answers presented. You can either retake it if you think you made a mistake in one of your answers, or you can submit it. Once you submit it, you'll get some feedback that was submitted, and you'll get a link to the survey results. The survey will show you the number of questions in it and the number of people, responders, in this case 5. It will then break down each question, given all the unique answers and the percentage of responders that gave that answer, and that completes the survey. The Umbraco architecture for this survey is we've added a back office section named survey that has a tree of maintenance items. First one's for the survey maintenance itself, where we maintain a list of surveys. Each survey has got questions assigned to it. There's a list of all questions which can be assigned to multiple surveys, and each question has a list of answers. So for surveys we can assign questions from the all questions pool. When we assign questions, we can actually sort them, so the order of questions presented to the user is configurable. When we edit a question, we can also supply answers and again we can order the answers, so order the order of questions, and with each question we order the answers to give us complete control over our presentation. Then we have the survey responses. For each survey we'll track some user details. If the survey is not flagged for being anonymous, we can then filter on each of the individual survey, in this case survey ID 1. We've got 5 responses. We can then look at the individual answers of that response. Finally, we've got a reporting section. There's only one report configured at the moment. Unassigned questions, so just integrity checking that once you create a question it gets used. If not, you can clean it up. And that completes the back office for the survey configuration. I've got a separate video that shows you how to create a back office plugin like this. It's all just AngularJS, and most of the screen functionalities contained within relevant Angular directives. On the front end, I have a user survey page where the user will answer the questions in the survey, and then there's a separate page for the report. The report is actually contained as part of the user survey. At the end of the survey it's presented to the user. But for a user survey, all we have is a single field that requires the ID of the survey that you want the user to engage with, and that's how the survey is put together. Okay, let's take a look at some code snippets. So here we have my solution for the website. I added a C# project for the survey, created as a standard Umbraco plugin. I used Gulp to build the plugin, and I organised my project into a client section and a server section further down. And within the client section we have CSS and images. CSS I use less, and then we have standard AngularJS stuff, filters that I use in the back office, models we use on the client side with dialogues for deletion. We have factories for converting what comes back from the server into client-side JavaScript objects. We have all the models that map onto server-side C# equivalent ones. We have a number of resources that communicate with the C# API controllers. We have a number of services that we use. Then we have the views and directives that are in the plugin, and we have the plugin manifest. On the server side, we have the models, we have the repo interface definition, we have the repo implementation data access, and we have the controllers that use the repos. One item of note is the JSON camel case formatter. So this is used to convert C# properties into JavaScript camel case ones, so that all our JavaScript code uses standard camel case properties that map onto Pascal case C# ones. Okay, so looking at some snippets, validation. Yeah, this proved problematic initially because I found on mobile the key down and key press didn't work consistently. Sometimes invalid keys were allowed through. So what I ended up doing was on the key up, I revalidated the string passed to the control and stripped out any invalid characters, and that worked fine, but that was unexpected. It seems that it's a common problem due to different keyboards being used on mobile devices, and users can swap out keyboards so they don't all behave the same, so just watch out for mobile validation. On the front end page, you saw we have a survey section that just uses one of the AngularJS directives that we create in the plugin. There's one for answering the questions, and then there's a separate one for just displaying the report. So we use that. Also make use of custom checkbox in radio that I created. We define database tables, just using attributes, and as I mentioned, these are Pascal case, but then when we pick them up on the client, become camel case, and we use that formatter to ensure that happens. Final snippet I'd like to show is when I generate the report. The one problematic column was checkbox answers. Checkbox answers is that it could have multiple values separated by commas. So we have this little piece of SQL that basically takes a comma separated set of values and generates it as a list of rows. So the checkbox type answers can then be treated just like other questions, which you've just got a single value, and that completes the snippet tour.